I've always been the man in the shadows, watching my city go through it all. I lived in Chester my entire life, well, at least until I left for college. I wasn't a Chester High student, but I was always connected.
From 1 to 20 straight awesome.
Nino goes in every single
Okay,
time.
it's Amino, money making Amino, strong as the devil, Bronco, but so like Timmy Tebow.
Back in my high school days, Chester was ranked one of the top 10 worst cities to live in the country.
The Philadelphia suburb of Chester has declared a state of emergency following the fourth killing in 8 days. Chester Mayor Wendell Butler Jr. on Saturday proclaimed a state of emergency, which includes a curfew from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. each day. Also, no assembly of 3 or more people is allowed without a permit.
It felt like a war zone. Shootings, violence, and division between the hoods. But through it all, I kept my distance. I was the athlete, the one who stayed on the court and never had personal beef with anyone. I learned something about survival. When you're born into chaos, you don't have to fight it to feel its weight. You simply learn to navigate it, and that's what I did. I stayed aware of what was going on, but I never let it define me. Chester was a place I couldn't leave, even when I had the chance. It was home, and I knew I had a responsibility to help it heal. I chose to focus not on the violence, but on the beauty that was always there, hidden beneath the surface. Chester has always been a breeding ground for talent. Athletes, artists, creators, people with dreams and big visions. But the violence overshadowed that. We were more than just a sum of our struggles. Yet so often the world didn't see it. I waited for my moment to step in and help.
Here, my man LDP, best producer in the city of Chester, man. man.
That moment came when Yes God began filming local artists, giving them a platform to share their stories through their art.
How is it wrong for me to bust my nine, but the cops can kill a nigga in broad day and it's justified?
That's a good ass question.
Protect and serve right.
Artists finally had a space to express themselves, to be seen, and to be heard. But there was a problem. No one was handling the sound. And I knew I had one of the loudest systems in Chester at the time. So I stepped up. I didn't ask for credit. I didn't ask for anything in return. I just wanted to contribute to help create something bigger than myself. Through those events, I saw Chester's true potential. Despite the reputation, the division, and the drama, we came together for a moment of unity and creativity. It felt like we were finally breaking through. I was working in Harrisburg at the time, and I drive 2 hours back home just to help Ked play the music for the artists, to feel that connection to my roots. In those times, I saw something powerful in us, a sense of belonging, a sense of purpose. For once, it felt like we weren't divided. Even as I traveled for work, I stayed connected to the music scene by watching countless videos of Chester artists from Yes God, staying inspired, staying hungry. I knew that this was where my heart was, where I needed to be. I grabbed a camera, started filming and creating content. Affordable, high quality content for artists who deserve to be seen on a bigger level. My goal was simple: to give Chester talents a fighting chance, a chance to be on par with bigger cities without having to spend thousands. But as time went on, something shifted. Egos grew, friendships faded, and the vision started to slip away. And then most recently, I came across The List. A list meant to unite Chester artists, but instead it fueled division and brought out the worst in us. For 4 years straight, every time that list was dropped, it tore the city apart. That's when I realized this is just another cycle we in. The cycle of division, jealousy, and missed opportunities. But here's the truth we need to face. No one will save us but us. We can keep blaming the world, but the world won't change until we change ourselves. The cycle ends when we make the choice to break it. When will we realize we're stronger together? When will we understand that we don't need validation from the outside world? We don't need to knock on industry doors because Chester has everything it needs. We have the talent, we have the connections, we have the strength to build something great. It's easy to get distracted by what we don't have. But let me tell you this, what we have is enough. The world will never give us a seat at the table we deserve. But we don't need them. We are the table. Our unity is the key. We've seen what we're capable of, but that's just a glimpse. The real power is in the collective. The real power is in uplifting each other. No egos, no division. We don't need to be first. We need to be together. It's time to flood the world with our talent. It's time to rise above the trauma. Let's change the narrative before it's too late. Let's show the world that Chester is not a place of pain. It's a place of power, resilience, and unlimitless potential. The moment is now. The choice is ours. Let's make it count. Peace and love.
But I can't do this without shouting out dollar bill. Dollar bill, nigga, you can get your father killed. Hustle on Matty Block, shooting with the chopper still. And I hope you and their beef is over, cause y'all together can do it bigger than Bleak and Hover. And Nav, I had to show you some love, my nigga. Hands right on it. Check it. Full bulls kicking your door, gripping the ball, on your hole, leaving the bitch, kissing the floor, laying it down, floating around with the fish in the jaw. You don't never flip until you get a brick in the jaw.